believers, when Nebuchadnezzar, the emperor of the Babylonian Empire, thought that he was God, the Most High tolerated him to reach quote unquote worldly greatness, and at its peak, the Most High humiliated him. In a sense that the Most High put him in his place. Nebuchadnezzar lost his mind and he roamed around like a wild animal. He lost everything, and it's when the 7 years passed that he regained his human consciousness again and he was restored in glory. And look at this, it was the prophet Daniel that informed him about it. Despite that Daniel forfeited walking by faith, Daniel was still powerful nevertheless because of the anointing on him. And King Nebuchadnezzar, he honored Daniel's anointing more than Daniel himself did. So actually, Daniel was the one in charge, not Nebuchadnezzar. But Nebuchadnezzar realized this, Daniel didn't. Now let me tell you, the Most High told Nebuchadnezzar that he is God, that he owns all the kingdoms of men, and that God, appoints upon the kingdoms of men whoever he wants. So it's not Nebuchadnezzar that conquers countries and he's the man. God is the man and he appoints whoever he wants. And who did God appoint upon the kingdoms of the earth back then? The prophet Daniel. He was not aware of his position because he didn't pay attention to it. Nebuchadnezzar did. Nebuchadnezzar was very careful how he treated Daniel. Now listen, believers. The Most High is Lord. He's the owner of the whole human species and all the kingdoms, all the glory of the human species. And he appoints from human species in positions of power and dominance whoever he wants. And he promotes and installs believers who walk by faith. Let me tell you, in the New Testament, Christ even said, those that continue, who are faithful unto death, so those that go all the way in faith, he will make us rule the heathen, that means the unbelievers. We will rule with a rod of iron, which is firm justice in the here and now. And every resistance against us will smash to pieces like pottery. I'm a living example of that prophecy of Christ himself in the book of Revelations. God has given me power, and as a result, he made me very uncomfortable. The Most High made me so uncomfortable that I only had his power to rely on. And I even prayed to the Lord, I only want you to rule me and to govern me, no one else. And that's what God is doing. So God appointed me, just like he appointed Daniel, so like he appointed all the other prophets, he appointed me. And the Most High appoints whoever he wants. And wherever he appoints is a good decision. God did not make a mistake when he appointed me. And let me tell you, based on Romans chapter 13, the higher powers are the believers appointed by the Most High, not civil governments. And the higher powers, those appointed by the Most High, they carry the sword of faith, to shut down satanic civil governments, to shut down demonic principalities, and to shut down human organizational violence. And we're able to shut down even households that go too far. And let me tell you, I'm not the Most High. I'm not usurping his throne. He has appointed me. I'm going very far in my appointment, in my anointing. I'm going very far. If necessary, I'll become quite extreme when those reprobate filth others think that they can get away. Because the Most High appoints his people and we judge the world. And when the world persists despite our judgments and they become worse, then heaven itself intervenes, just like what happened with Sodom. Abraham was intervening, Lot was intervening, they became worse, so the Most High eliminated Sodom from the earth. In most cases, God does not literally eliminate people from the earth, he forced them to ruin themselves. Wherever it happens, I'm going very far. Way far. There are no boundaries, no limits hindering me. Because the Most High guides me and he has no limits, no boundaries to him. He's the Most High. Believer, if you're appointed by the Most High, walk in your appointment. Well, that's it for now. Keep in agreement with Christ and be at peace.